Well, I never found the way up to 9360. I've been following the road. Now it's curving to the south. I'm just about at the top of Lightning Gulch Point. So I could tell by the weird placement of the sign, little triangle signs on top, this is Lightning Gulch Point. So I passed 9360. And I see it, can't see it here, but it's behind the trees. This last stretch was steep, but this is it. This is Lightning Gulch Point. So, made it to my main destination peak. Completely missed. Excuse me. Completely missed 9360. But this is Lightning Gulch Point. 9,465 feet. Yeah, this is the highest elevation I've been this year. Looks like there's a register up here too. Very good. Alrighty. Yeah, looks like there's a summit register. So I finally made it. Lightning Gulch Point. Didn't want to climb this one for a while. Finally made it today. August the 17th, 2019. So I knew when I kept going up the road and it started curving more towards the south, which south is roughly this way, I was thinking to myself, the trail starts curving more to the south as it gets to the summit. You can follow this the whole way to the summit. It's not a direct way to get here because you have to curve around the mountain, but it'll get you there if you don't want to do any cross-country traveling at all. A little rock duck here. And seeing a lot more limber pines now. In fact, here's one right here. kind of shaped like a pinyon pine. But yeah, this is a limber pine. Pinus flexilis. And you can see the developing cones. This should be ripening pretty soon. They are closely related to the sugar pines. Because they're in the white pine group. They got 5 needles per bundle. And ever since the last time I checked in, which was not that long ago, was only maybe about 10 minutes. Because in those 10 minutes, I was slogging up slowly. I think I am feeling a little bit of the elevation because we are at 9,400 feet. So I can feel a little bit because this is the highest I've been this year, 2019. The only other time I've been at or above 9,000 was back at the end of June when I hiked up Troop Peak from Dawson Saddle. So I haven't been much at elevation this year because of the last couple months I really haven't been hiking much. First, my schedule changed and I wasn't able to do these hikes as much as I wanted to or used to. And then the injury where I fell off near Mount Wilson. But I made it. It felt like it took longer than I thought it would. It took longer than I thought it would to get up here. But I think 9360 is over there. I didn't even see it until I got to this point. So I was realizing, hey, I think I'm actually almost at Lightning Gulch Point. Let's see if I can take this off. Is this a summit register? I hear stuff clicking in there. Boy, it's hard as hell to get this off. Oh well. I'm too lazy. Hey, I can see myself. You can see all that sunscreen on my face. I ain't trying to get a high altitude sunburn. It's above 9,000 feet. you can burn a lot more quickly and a lot more intensely. But it's a pretty wide summit plateau. I mean, if you're looking for extreme views, there are good views here. But if you're looking for extreme views, it might be harder to come by them, only because of the tree cover here. And there's another nearby peak over there. There's another peak over there. Not sure what peak that is. But if you kept going this way, this would take you all the way. You could go all the way down to Wild Horse Road. But I'm not sure where I could have sworn there was a road that connects all the way down there. But I didn't see another road branching off before making my final ascent up Lightning Gulch Point. So I'm not sure what the heck was going on there. But I could have sworn there was also a road, the old dirt track that connected all the way to Wild Horse Road, or Wild Horse Meadows Road, whatever name it is. Could have sworn there was one of those there. But I didn't see anything that kept going straight. You know, I guess I was probably too focused on trying to locate the cross-country route I was going to take up to peak 9360. But I even missed that. So yeah, from the last place I checked in, I was probably already past 9360. Yeah, I was just about here already. What kind of caught my suspicion as to being close to Lightning Gulch Point was the way the road was curving in the direction of the sun. The sun, and well, right now we're in technically mid-August, so the sun, where am I looking up there? The sun is a little bit further south of the zenith. The zenith is the point directly overhead, in case you're not familiar with that term. But it's a little bit further south of the zenith than it would have been in July or June, as our days are getting shorter and we're heading towards autumn. So when I saw that it looked like I was heading roughly in a southwest direction, I was thinking to myself, I must be getting close to Lightning Gulch Point, because I didn't see any hill on the right side of the trail that looked like it would have led up to 9360. So that's why I just kept following it. And then right before I started checking in, I saw the two triangles from back that way. I was thinking, yeah, I'm here. I'm at Lightning Gulch Point. So here I am, Lightning Gulch Point. It's beautiful up here. You do get some views towards San Gorgonio Mountain. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Some pretty good views of that. Looks like I think San Gorgonio has two distinct peaks. If you look on Peakbagger, San Gorgonio has a west, I think it's a west peak, I believe. West peak, and then the main peak, which is 11,502. And again, just like a lot of our mountain peaks, there's seems to be a disagreement about the actual elevation of it. Some people consider it 11,499 feet. Some consider it 11,502 feet. The summit sign, I've watched the videos and seen the pictures, says 11,503 feet. Which one is it? Same thing with San Jacinto. You can kind of see San Jacinto between the trees here. You can see San Jacinto over there. That's another peak that people don't seem to agree on as to what the elevation truly is. When I was growing up, you know, I've always been interested in mountains. It was before I was climbing and hiking them, but I was, you know, like mountains, and always was interested in them. And I was thinking, okay, I first learned San Jacinto's elevation is 10,804 feet. A lot of people still use that as the elevation. I believe John W. Robinson's latest guides listed it as that. But then there are some In fact, some, I believe even the USGS, call the summit at 10,834 feet. And there is San Jacinto right there in the middle. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's kind of way out in the distance there. And then there are some that even say that I've even read the survey markers at 10,834 feet, but there's an 8-foot rock by it, so the elevation should be 10,842. So which is it? I wish people would agree on elevations. Then again, it can be complicated, all those measurements you have to take, and I can't say to be an expert, so I guess I can't really complain. So it could either be 10,804, 10,834, which the wooden sign on the top says, or 10,842. Again, there's even a little bit of that with Mount Baldy or Mount San Antonio. Some say it's, most people agree it's 10,064 feet, but I've heard 10,068 feet, and then I've heard even 10,069 feet. They're all close, but which one is it? All right, it's gonna be really hard to pick it out on camera, but I can even see East Ord Mountain and the Ord Mountains. Well, kind of where that V-shaped cleft is between the branches of the trees over there, I can actually see East Ord Mountain. I climbed that back in March. It's my first official desert peak, where it was desert all the way up at the top. I mean, I've been on some peaks that were pretty close, like Silver Peak here in the San Bernardinos, but East Ord was my first true desert peak. And around here, I'm not sure which one it is, but one of these is going to be Wysep Peak. Which one? I really can't tell you. I don't know how to pick it out. I don't know how to pick it out from a lineup here. I wish I did, but I don't. So one of those will probably be Wysep, and then Heart Bar Peak will be somewhere over there. That's looking over towards Jepson Peak will be somewhere over there. It might be behind the fold there. But then there's a San Bernardino Peak divide. I suspect that one of those two is going to be Anderson Peak. I was hoping to get enough shape to hike up to Anderson Peak from the 4C Creek Trail, and maybe hit up both San Bernardinos, East and San Bernardino Peak. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I've had a pretty slow. I've been kind of slow getting back into hiking, so I really haven't been putting in a lot of effort. Plus, last few weeks have been just ridiculously hot. I know, excuses, but yeah, it's beautiful up here. It's nice. I mean, the sun. Since I'm kind of just chilling at rest, the sun's, you know, warm, but it's not hot. But the breeze is very nice. The breeze up here on the mountain is nice. Over there is looking towards, you know, where Gold Peak, Bertha, and Delamar. And of course, there's good old Big Bear Lake. I'm gonna stop through Big Bear. I came up from Mentone, up that way, up to 38. I didn't go up to 330 to the 18 to the 38. Used up a lot of gas today, so I'm going to actually head towards Big Bear to fuel up, probably grab a bite, and then I'll probably drive down the 330. 330 is very scenic, but this is it. Once again, beautiful summit of Lightning Gulch Point. Finally made it up here. 9,465 feet. I'm not going to film much on the way back, but I might do a couple of updates. So just